catch 'em all.
With each Pokemon game, there is always a challenge ahead of us. Whether it's a wild Pokemon, a legendary Pokemon, a trainer, or a gym leader. And these are 5 gym leaders, technically 6, I'll explain in a second, on which they are the most memorable to me, most favorite in my opinion. This is strictly Opinion Town, based on either game or the anime. So without further ado, let's get started on my top 5 favorite gym leaders. Coming in at number 5 is actually 2 gym leaders. I couldn't pick between either of these two. You probably know why. Misty and Brock. Brock, the guy on the left, hosts a rock-type gym, the first ever gym you battle in Kanto, Gen 1, followed by the girl on the right, who runs a water-type gym following after that in Gen 1. Now, these two have been memorable through all of Pokemon history. In the games, they fought by Ash's side, traveled with Ash, shared their feelings as friends, and probably more. And we love these two, and that's why I couldn't pick one or the other, because they are just so memorable to not only the games, but the anime as well. No matter how many times I struggled against Brock in Pokemon Yellow, which I'd rather not play again, or how many times I kind of struggled when I chose Charmander and fought Misty Starmie, which I will not do again as well. Moving on to number 4. Coming in at number 4, we have Valerie. Now, as much as I really don't like fairy types, Valerie just holds an interesting place, not just in the show, as a cute, adorable trainer who talks to fairies, maybe a little creepy, but in the game, I kind of liked her. She was a fair opponent, most memorable, and the first ever fairy-type gym leader ever, especially in the same gen where fairy-type got introduced. Now, I think that's pretty cool. She definitely stands out as a gym leader by her strategy, look, appearance, and how she basically adores Pokemon. And not just fairy types either. Let me tell you, her Sylveon gave me some struggles sometimes, but was pretty straightforward to defeat other times. What can I say? Fairies are pretty bulky. Moving on to number 3. Coming in at number 3, we have Clement. Now, just like the anime with Brock and Misty, in Gen 6 they introduced 2 other characters to tag along with Ash, other than Serena. Bonnie, the little sister of Clement, and of course Clement himself, who is also a gym leader of the electric-type gym in Gen 6. Now, he brought an interesting lineup to the table as a gym leader in the game. He was pretty straightforward to beat on some occasions. Other times, his Magnezone was kind of annoying, I'll admit. But because of how his appearance-wise, and how he was toward the show, and how he helped Ash, it was pretty cool to see him in the game and in the anime too. Also, that Apom arm is pretty awesome from his backpack. Also, can we get to the fact that Luxray versus Goodra is probably one of my favorite gym battles ever, but that's a video to another day. Moving on to number 2. Coming in at number 2, we have Flannery from Gen 3. Now, Flannery held a fire-type gym, which pretty interesting how her gym was basically a sauna. Not gonna lie, when I saw the water everywhere, I kinda got confused why everyone had fire types. Then it hit me when I was a kid. I was like, oh, it's a sauna. Gotcha. Because I came in with a Sceptile. That was a mistake. And let me tell you, Flannery's Torkoal is freaking OP and won't go down easy. I had to really strategize and not just go, oh, water, boom. Unless I picked Mudkip, then it was kind of straightforward. Water, ground type kind of beat Torkoal. Not easily, though. Torkoal would not go down without swinging. Oh, my lord. Now, Flannery, because I've been very passionate about the Gen 3 games, she was kind of the one trainer where she wasn't really hard to beat, but definitely the one I definitely had to think about a strategy toward her more than the later gyms I had to. Now, I gotta admit, the Psychic Twins, those two were pretty hard when I was a kid, but Flannery definitely struck out as a definite favorite to me in the games. In the anime, she was pretty alright. Her attitude, it always made me excited on a Saturday morning, but, in the games, she kind of made more of an impact to me. Now, moving on to number 1. Coming in at number 1, we have Norman, also from Gen 3. Now, being the name Norman, you can imagine what type of Pokemon he has. Dragon types, you are correct. No, it's normal types. He has normal type Pokemon. Now, granted, when I was fighting Norman, I thought, normal type, that should be easy. They don't really have a lot of things they're great against. They have, one weakness. It's fighting. Some Pokemon have fighting moves. I have a Pokemon with an HM, which is, what was that one? Rock Smash? There it is. Rock Smash. So that should at least do something, right? Oh, no. Let me tell you. He had some damn good Pokemon that definitely made me struggle on certain times. At least 2 times ever that I've played through Gen 3, he was really easy. But that's mostly just because I had either a really badass Blaziken or a really badass fighting type on my team. Now let me tell you, Norman gave me a lot of struggle, a lot of strategizing to do in my mind, but it also made fact of a very important thing in the Gen 3 games that I personally love about it. Throughout the story mode, you play as the main character, of course, obviously, but unlike other Pokemon games, this is the first ever gen, and the only one so far, where you actually have interactions with your dad, or know that your dad exists. You have a dad that you see, talk to, and also battle. Also proving how strong you are, how to impress him. And being someone who has 3 dads, that is kind of very powerful to me, even in a Pokemon game. So to me, Norman is my favorite gym leader ever, because throughout the story, how you prove to your quotation marks dad how great you can be in life, that is fantastic. So what do you think of my list? I know. He's a ghost type person. What? No ghost type gym leader? Okay. There's, as far as I know, been only 2 gym leaders ever with ghost types. There's Morty from Gen 2, and then you have Fantina from Gen 4. Now, I haven't played really a lot of Gen 4, but as you know, I did make an AMV of Ash vs. Fantina, and as her battle against Ash was pretty damn impressive, she never really stuck out to me. Not really the same for Morty either. He just existed, in my opinion. Besides, early gym leaders, they never really stuck it for me. But, maybe they'll have a ghost-type gym leader I'll really attach to, Maybe I might make an Elite Four favorite list in the future. You never know. But what are some of your favorite gym leaders that really say something to you from your heart and soul and whatever nerdy mess that's in you at all? But make sure you leave a comment down below. Make sure you like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Always helps the channel. And until then, my fellow hunters and huntresses of the Ghost Type Nation, stay ghastly. Bye.